Welcome, friends, as we do another stream on our goal to preparing for NaNoWRIMO. I see Melanie is here. Good evening, Melanie. I have one question. How's it almost Halloween already? My worry is that it's almost Christmas. I usually don't do much for Halloween. It's Christmas that's always a problem for me. And it's coming fast, so Greg is here. Hi, Greg. Lexi Johnson. Hi. Welcome. I'm not sure I remember seeing you here before. If this is your first time, we usually do 20-minute sprints with 10 minutes in between, and I didn't start the timer again. I'm not used to it yet. So we'll start with the 10-minute. So 10 minutes in between 20-minute sprints. And then usually in that 10 minutes, you can either discuss what you're doing, what you accomplished during that sprint. You don't have to write. It could be reading. It could be housework. It could be napping. It could be showering. People do all kinds of things. So, welcome. Megan. Hi, Megan. Good evening. Just popping in to say hello. The boyfriend is coming home soon, so I won't be able to write. Well, that does make it hard when you got somebody that wants your company. And sometimes you have to pick your battles, as they say, and I'm sure your boyfriend would like to spend time with you more than watching you write. So thanks for stopping by and saying hello. Melanie says hi to Greg. Always good to see you and nice to meet you, Lexi. Melanie says I might do the dishes during one of the sprints now that I finally have the energy to do it. Yeah, I know that. I know that feeling. They usually sit in my sink, but I have an aide that does them when they're still sitting there in the morning. So if I don't do them, she does. Part of her job. She does her job so. She can't seem to remember things. I tell her over and over again, you can't put food in the recycle. She'll come to me every day and say, is this recycled? I'm like, no, it's food. You have to throw it in the trash every day. I don't understand why she can't figure this out. And I tell her not to put my food in the shelves because the shelves are so high I can't reach them. She puts my food up on the shelves and I have to climb the thing, which is dangerous for me. So I don't know. She's got issues, but at least she's here every day. What more can I say to the other one? Melanie says, I slept a lot during the day today. Sinuses were bad, and then around 4 p.m. I got smacked with a migraine. You know, my sinuses got stuffed up today, too. In the middle of the afternoon, I'm like, I can't breathe. You know, I'm trying to suck it through my nose. I was like, oh, God. So I understand that one. Didn't get a migraine. My head was just stuffed up. Rick says hi to Melanie. Melanie says maybe it would help her to have a list of what to do, not to do, to have that visual reminder. Glad she's there more often. I don't need to mess with the company, whatever their rules are. They're really strange. It's a strange company. Hi, Jenna. Nice to see you. I mean, she uses the toilet paper. How many people do you know don't put a new roll on? I mean, guys have been known to do that, but most women automatically put a new roll on. She doesn't. She just uses it up, and I go in there later on and it's like, where's the toilet paper? So I don't know. I guess it's take the good with the bad. At least I got one. I'm feeling better, yeah. I'm just sore because both my physical therapist and my occupational therapist made me exercise these last 2 days, and my body not used to it. So I'm really hurting from that. Unfortunately. Rex says, speaking of showers, I need to wash my hair sometime soon. I have loads to do tonight. This will help me feel fresh before diving in. Good idea. Melanie I missed one here. I was going to say my husband, Melanie said. Your husband is going to do the dishes? I don't know. Sometimes it moves too fast and I can't catch it. And I have to try to find it on the side one I have. Like I have two. Sometimes I can't always catch it. So, yeah, you're calling him out. Okay. Gotcha, Melanie. So, yeah. I understand the guy thing, though it annoys me. I understand the guy thing. But a woman and an aide, why is she not? Why is she using it up and then not replacing it? I mean, I don't get it. But I try saying things to her, and it goes in one ear and out the other ear. She doesn't remember anything. I have showed her the paper saying no food in the recycles. She asks me every day if she can put it in a recycle. Honest to God, every day. You don't understand the guy thing. You're a guy, you wouldn't understand a woman's the guy thing. Guys tend not to do things that women normally do all the time. And some guys, if you live alone, well, then you're going to have to obviously put toilet paper on yourself because no one's going to do it for you. Nana said it's weird that women don't do it though, but I can say from experience that women's restrooms are worse to clean than men's. I speak from experience from when I was at Bob Evans' hostess. That I don't doubt. I really don't doubt that. Right with Mel. Says Greg Inc. That's because you're not the typical lazy man. Not that my husband is lazy, I'm not saying that, but he has his moments. Yeah. It's just some things that men, on an average, not every man, but most men, you'll find most wives do all that kind of stuff. The men don't. But if they live alone, then of course, obviously they have to do it. And some are taught better than others. Like my ex-husband was taught by his mother how to do those things. So I didn't get a guy that couldn't put toilet paper on. You know, so it's weird. Well, I always replace it. That really bugged me because that's something I automatically, you use it up, you put a new one on. Instead, I go in, and then all of a sudden it's great. There's no toilet paper in here. So I put a roll in the drawer. I had to find a space in one of my cabinets and stick one in there in case she does that to me again. I mean, I don't need to change the toilet paper rolls anymore if I find a woman. No, because the woman will get mad at you like I am right now because it didn't get changed. And it doesn't matter if you're male or female. If you don't change it when you use the last, you change it. That's it. Lexi says, I always replace it if I'm not in a hurry. Well, if you live alone and in a hurry, and then that's on you, and that's fine. But if other people are counting on that paper being there, that's one subject that's very, very annoying when it doesn't get taken care of. I find a lot of women get very upset at their husbands because they don't see a reason to. Well, I don't use that much of it, so why should I have to do it? Kind of thing. The woman will get mad at me. They all do that. I think you don't understand the gal thing. I understand the gal thing from the gal's point of view. Melanie's crying. Thank you, Greg. Uh, it's just one of those subjects that, especially because, for one thing, she's my age. She's supposed to be taking care of things like that. And secondly, she's a woman. I would expect her to normally And that's where I guess the bad thing is I expected her as a woman to change it. Not besides the fact that she used the last of it. She's my aide. She should have changed it. But anyhow, that's it. It's a dumb subject anyhow. And it's almost out of time and ready to write. And Greg's on it tonight, Tessa. Yeah, he is. He'll catch me every time I say something that doesn't quite fit into his life. And that's the thing. Our lives are all different. So, all right. So it's time to start the first sprint. 20 minutes. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Alrighty, and we're off. Zoe Zeffrey, hello. Quick question: on a scale of beans to beans, how beans are you? All right, I'm lost on that one. Sorry. Melanie says this is my warm-up sprint. I'm going through my notebooks and figuring out what needs to be readily accessible and what doesn't. Melanie would. Not even Melanie. This is warm-up. Yeah, I got that. Honestly, Greg, you and my husband have the same sense of humor. You get along well. Mhm. All right. So we're on our first sprint. We've got a little less than 19 minutes left. Do what you want, and at the end, you can report back or not, depending on how you feel. Those of you who are new could let us know what you're working on if you want to. Don't have to. Very laid back here. All right. So I am muting while I'm on a sprint, so can't hear her in the background or see me. All right, our first sprint is done. And I see Gigi's here. Nice to see you, Gigi. Lexi is writing a high fantasy novel. That's cool. I don't think I have a genre. I'm busy reading romance novels with the hopes of maybe writing a romance novel, but I'm not really sure. I'm more a short story type person. I blog and I write short stories for my blog, so I just I was trying to decide. I'm in the middle of two romance novels now. I was trying to decide, and I thought, you know what? I'm almost to the end of my Kennedy Fox, and I'm like, I got to finish reading this. So maybe I'll get to it before I go to sleep tonight if I keep reading it. It's the last book in this series. So, all right. So, how'd we do, guys? Melanie says, I've made some progress. Spent half that time laughing with my husband because of my non filtered humor. Lexi says, I plotted one chapter and finished another one I started this morning. I spend a good 2 minutes trying to get Scrivener to work. Uh, yeah, I'm not a Scrivener person. I have it. I've never been able to figure out how to use it. So it sits there on my hard drive and I use Word, which for some reason my computer doesn't like Word and usually ends up crashing during it and I have to reboot everything, which is a real pain. So I'm kind of afraid to open it while I'm streaming because if I go down during the stream, it's hard to get. I have to start a whole brand new stream. So let's see. Jenna says I will finish my client's story tonight, and I'm happy. And I'm happy. Wait a minute, where is it? Good. And I'm happy about that. Greg says, Authortubers. Melanie says, Tessa, I literally made the man double over so much that he had to collapse into the futon. Otherwise, he would have fallen on the floor. Oh, my goodness. Jenna says, Scrivener's amazing once you know your way around it a little bit. Yeah, I haven't had the energy or the inclination to try and figure it out. Greg says, I washed my hair and replied to one message. Not bad. Progress. Definitely progress. Melanie says, oh my God, Word has been so annoying lately. The margins are all off, and I have to manually backspace when I'm entering new lines. I haven't been on it for the last few days because the last time I did, of course, it practically shut my whole viewer here, and it practically shut my whole stream down. So I haven't opened it since then. So I'm afraid to because I don't know what's going on with it. They said they were making changes. There was a notation, a little, thing up there. I don't know. Melanie says you weren't kidding now, Sig, when you said it's been a pain. Yeah, it definitely was a problem. And I have to constantly reboot, and I hate that. Jenna says I only use Word to submit to clients. Well, I won't have it once I move because I can't afford to pay for it since they charge you. So I'll have to go to Google Docs. The thought of being on Google Docs, that's a nightmare of its own. I mean, I have Scrivener, but if I can't transfer it to something else, then it's not going to do me any good. You do all your editing on Word. Well, right now, they're doing something, and whatever they're doing is really making a mess out of it, unfortunately. And tomorrow, this mess hopefully will be gone. I have an appointment. Hopefully, I get there and get this mop cut off. Because this weekend is the Worldwide Write-a-thon, and I am a co-host, so I kind of need my hair to be a little neater than hanging in my eyes. But I won't be streaming Saturday because I will be streaming on somebody else's on Saturday for the World Wide Web. I mean, Write-a-thon, Worldwide Write-a-thon, because I won't be, oh, I hope not. That thunderstorm really made me lose track. I didn't get my hair done. I lost track of my friend who was the hair cutter. I have no way of getting a hold of her. So hope no big thunderstorms. I hope. I don't think it's supposed to rain tomorrow. Let's hope anyhow. Dee Dee's here. Hi, Dee Dee. Almost missed you. Lexi says I have to use Google Docs in school. It's fine for assignments, but for writing, it's terrible. Yeah, I mean, it does. Like sometimes it'll indent, sometimes it won't. Sometimes it'll double space, sometimes it won't. It's even worse than Word, but I don't know. Everybody has Google Docs for the most part, anyhow. Great Egg says it's raining heavily here. Usual Irish weather. Oh wow. Well, I hope. I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to rain tomorrow, so I hope not. Because I have to. Not only do I have to do that, I have to go pick up my medicines, and that's 2 trips in and out. And if it's raining, I'll be soaking wet. So I hope it's not raining. Judy says, "Hi Lexi. I think it's the first time I'm meeting you." Melanie says, "I was forced to draft Knights of the Wraith Maker on Google Docs last year, and I hated it." Yeah, I hate I hate Google Docs. I'm trying to transfer some stuff over to it because I won't have access to Word anymore. So I need to go through and find the stuff that's important and transfer it over. So at least I can open it. I mean, I can look into that. I forget what it's called now. What Greg uses. Forgotten the name of it. Lexi says, "Yeah, this is my first time here." Hi. Yeah, I thought it was. I had a Chromebook at the time, so yeah. Yep. Me too. It was terrible. I didn't know what to do. I don't know. I don't know how I work with the mouse. I don't know how to use the pad where you scroll your fingers over and try to do things. I don't know how to do things on that. I'm no good with laptop like computers, obviously. No, haven't heard anything from them. I'm just preparing. Unfortunately, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if they're done. If they're done building, I don't know. But I've called twice, and I don't want to be a pain. They promised to call me back, and neither time did anyone call me back. So I just keep getting told we're not done yet. We're still interviewing. I mean, there must be thousands of people. It's a whole facility. So I don't know. All I can do is hope. Right now, I don't know. Melanie says uses this last 90 seconds to open my document. Finally. Yeah. Yep. Time for sprint number 2. I'm just reading. Besides, I'm hooked on my book. I'm going to finish it anyhow. And it's kind of research to see how. I'm reading 2 different authors now, so I got it. All right. Oh, shoot. Sorry. All right. right, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right. This is stock. This is number 2. I may lose count eventually, but right now we're at 2. See you soon. All right. I believe that was the second one. And I'm still reading. It's getting good. It's the last book in the series, so I can't wait to see what happens. I mean, I know obviously what's going to happen. I just don't know how it's going to happen. And so let's see. Melanie's posted a few helpful hints in the chat for anybody who may need them. That's good. How'd everybody do? Lexi plotted another chapter and a half. I'm going to get ready for bed. Bye. Thanks for coming, Lexi. Feel free to join us again. I usually do Tuesday, Thursday, 9 to 11, and Saturdays, except this Saturday, from 9 to 1 a.m. So, Eastern Standard Time. So, feel free to join us again. We'd love to have you. And have a good night. Melanie wrote 250 words and did some research because I got stuck. Well, it happens. I don't know how many times I used to stop in the middle of something and have to look something up. So Melanie's going to get the dishes done real quick before the next sprint so I can stay focused. Dee Dee started her nano outline finally. Night, Lexi. Greg says I organized some code, which I will need for my next video. That's good. Another video. Genesis, good night, Lexi. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna do nano or not. I'm right now enjoying reading romance novels, which I haven't read in years, and so I tried another one. I haven't got too far, so I don't know for sure whether she's a good writer or not, but we'll see. Greg says he likes that link, and he's bookmarked it. That's good. You know, that's a good question. I have to look it up. I think it's 3 to 5 Eastern Standard Time. It would be a good idea to know what it is. Need to know when it is so I can be there on time. I'll have to check the timing. But I think it's 3 to 5 on Saturday. And Gibber says, same here, Tessa, with the romance books. Yeah, I used to be hooked on them, and now I guess I am again. I'm back to reading. And the more I read, of course, it's kind of research, I figure. So I know how today's romances are. I may or may not write one. I don't know. I may just go back to my short stories. I'll be able to write that morning a bit and in the evening. Right in the middle. I'm probably right in the middle. I think it's 3 to 5, but I have to look that up for sure. I'm not positive. I wrote it somewhere, but of course I've got a million papers all over the place. So I'm going to have to look it up on the schedule and see what it is. Dee Dee says, I'm trying to branch out into some romance. I'm a horror person usually, but I need to expand my horizons. It's like everybody's talking about writing romance now. Jenna says it's homecoming, so we have some prep to do. Well, there you go. I forget all about those school things because I don't have kids in school anymore. I forgot that tomorrow's Wednesday, so if I if I'm on Charlie's stream, it'll be late because I made my appointment late, not thinking about it being Wednesday. Oh well, I didn't even go last Wednesday. I figured I'd just fall asleep. I might as well just not go on. 'Cause I hate going on and then having to leave because I'm falling asleep. Uh, Dee Dee says we all need to write some cheesy romance and get that Hallmark money. Jenna says she can't wait to see her all dolled up. That's cool. Dee Dee says, oh, homecoming should be fun. Jenna. Jenna loves a good cheesy romance. uh, Jenna says, don't get to take pics of all the girls together, but I made her promise to send me some. Hmm. Shame you can't see them all together. This other romance I'm reading, you can tell there's a different, that it's not written by the same people. It's definitely different, but I haven't gotten too far into it yet to get an idea. He says I miss getting dressed up for things. I don't. I don't like having to get dressed up. Melanie says, okay, the dishes are done. Jenna says, I know, right? I never really was someone who liked to get dressed up all the time. Not one of my things. It's almost time for the third one. Live vicariously, Jenna. Hmm. Yeah, down to the last two sprints. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, this is number 3. And I'll see you in 20 minutes. All right. I see I missed the Kate, unfortunately. And yeah, Melanie, that's one reason that I don't like outlining, for simply that reason. And it's so much easier if you don't have a whole outline to change, to just change your story. And that's an interesting, instead of being a detective, using one of the crime scene technicians. It's an interesting idea. I like it. So, how'd you guys do? I'm still reading, but I'm not. I'm either going to be up late reading this because I don't think I'm going to be able to finish it before I go to sleep, which means I'll get less sleep before tomorrow. I've been staying up each day. I've been making myself stay up instead of falling asleep in the chair like I normally do, and then taking a nap after she leaves. So I don't know. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow and I'll read if I can't finish it. I'd like to finish it tonight, though. Yeah. Hmm. You're almost done taking notes, but look at us being productive tonight. Jenna is almost close to done. Is so close to done. That's good. Mine's still considered research. I'm still trying to figure out how today's romances are written. So I need to read different writers to get an idea. Dee Dee said Act 1 is outline. Yay for us being productive. Melanie's going to wrap up these notes while you all chat, so hopefully I can draft during the last sprint. Genesis just got to finish it, edit, and send it along. Sounds like people are getting things done. That's good. I didn't do any writing on my blog for a week or so. I don't think. I don't remember. It just kind of been reading. I think I need a break from writing right now. So I'm reading. Greg nearly finished writing an email. Okay. Jenna says, I like discipline, Tessa. I'm glad everybody doesn't hate me now. It's a different me for sure. Melanie says, oh, for sure. Reading is definitely research. I'm putting Hogue on hold until I get the first book. So far now, I'm reading The Vanishing by Jane Ann Prince. I love her work as Amanda Quick. I'm trying to remember if I read that or not. I read so many of those books that I couldn't tell you every one that I've written, but I did read The Ninth Girl, that series, so definitely read that. And Tammy Hogue has a ton of different short series, long series, single books. I mean, she's got, all kinds of stuff going. So there's a lot of things that you could read and get an idea from. And I think that's part of why I was having so much trouble with the mystery, was because I stopped reading where I had been reading them nonstop, and then I stopped, and I think I lost so much of how they should be, and I think it really is important to read what you're writing. I do, and so I am taking my time and enjoying myself reading the romance novels. Actually enjoying them, definitely. Now let's see. If we want to do a 20-minute sprint, we need to start it now. So let's go ahead and cut this short and stop. Reset. 20 minutes starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. This one, we got 20 minutes for the last one. Enjoy, everyone. See you in 20 minutes. No, it's just I don't feel a 10-minute sprint does anything. Because you no sooner get into it and you're done. So I'm going to cut the chat in between. Nobody's saying anything, so it's not like you guys are chatting away and need the chat time. So that's why we have 20 minutes to finish up with. And it's my stream. I can do what I want. right. So I see Claude arrived. Hi, Claude. And Melanie is now got all her editing and everything caught up so she can start writing. It's good. 369 words a time, 619 altogether, which is not bad. On days that I do write, I try to average over 500. And I got research done too. Woohoo! That's great. And Jenna says I am totally going over my required word count. You mean for the client? Does that mean you have to cut it down? If they give you a word count, I guess you have to cut it down to what they want. At least I hope that's what I understand that to mean. Looks like you guys are doing good. Yep. Well, that's cool. And it says I'll just send her what I end up with. Oh, so you don't have to do the cutting. You just send the document and let them take out what they want or leave it as is. Dee Dee says, well, I'm glad that we all did good tonight. Have a good night, everybody. Good night, Dee Dee. Thanks for stopping by. See you soon. Sounds like we got some work done today, which is good. Melanie changed her whole idea around, and now she's got a bunch of words on her new one, so that's good. Melanie says, I'm going to head off too. Thanks for hosting, Tessa. Nice work tonight, everyone. Good night, Melanie. Thanks for coming. We'll see you soon. Jenna says, I do go through it with Pro Writing Aid or whatever, but once it's theirs, they can do what they want. That's cool. Greg says he's finished to send that email. Everybody's getting things done. Great job, everyone. I'm still doing my research, but I'm not done reading it yet, so either I'm going to be up late or I'll have to give in and just go to sleep. But I'm not sure if I can go to sleep without finishing it, so I'm not sure what's going to happen there. Jenna says, I think most people like it. Greg says, I was a little productive. Hey, you got some coding done, you got an email done. You were productive. Definitely. Progress is progress. Gibber says, I didn't do anything. I'm trying to comfort a friend, but I suck at it. Oh, comforting people is hard for me too sometimes. Oh, there's Funky. Good night, everyone. Sorry I couldn't join. We missed you, but we were all very productive. Well, I'm still reading, but that's research for me, so I was productive too. But everybody got stuff done today, so sorry you couldn't make it and join us. I was just thinking about you, wondering if you're going to show up before I shut down the stream or not. If not, just for a minute or so, you know. uh, Claude says, hello, Mario Lemieux. uh, yeah, Good bit of writing, actually. Quite a bit. A couple new people showed up. Oh no, you lost tonight. Greg says, when is the stream you'll be on next? My next one, well, I'm usually Wednesdays, I'm usually on Charlie's, but I'm getting my hair cut tomorrow at 4, so I asked them for a link, but I'll be there late if I come at all. And then Thursday is my normal one. And then Saturday I won't be doing my stream. I have to and I have to find out what time that is too, because I didn't look. It's in the afternoon, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Like 3 to 5 or something like that. For the worldwide write-a-thon. That's this weekend. So they'll start Friday and run all the way to Sunday. So there'll be plenty of streams for those of you who want to get a lot of writing done and have constant streams. I only have the one that I'm co-hosting this time. Usually it's 2, but I only got 1 this time. I was lucky to get that. It's like the last one. Now that they're doing it the way they're doing it, it's hard to get it. Unless somebody requests you as a co-host, it's hard to get a co-host spot. Claude says, as long as the Montreal Canadiens are at the bottom, I'm happy. Jenna says, have you seen the Seattle team play funky? I'm liking it. Oh, and then Fridays, of course. No, not this Friday, because that'd be part of. I don't know whether Charlie's streaming Friday or not, but that's part of the worldwide write-a-thon. So most people will be involved with that. I don't know if they're streaming Friday or not. I'll have some time to myself to do what I want. Yes, it's after 11, so we are done. We'll see you all later. Thanks for coming. Have a good night. Since 6 o'clock comes awful early in the morning, and I still want to read this, I'm like torn. Do I stay up and read it, or do I just let it go and go to bed? I'm not sure. We'll see how I feel. So, good night. And I'm going to say good night to everyone because it's after 11. Time to close. If I think about it, which I do have to look it up, I have to find out what time that stream is that I'm on Saturday. It's with Maddie. Maddie. I know her name's Maddie, but I can't think of what else. She goes by something else, too. But I think it's 3 to 5. I have to check it out for sure. Also, short story. Yesterday, I finished drafting first round editing the first 50% of my book. I separate my novel in quarters. Tomorrow, I'll begin third quarter. Instead of outlining, I'll pants it. Yay for the pantsers. Good luck with that. I don't know how addicted you are to outlining, but yay for the pantsing. I can't even begin to divide things into because I never know how long something's going to be. Anyway, I can't respect my outlines, so why bother, right? I agree. You spend all that time to write it out only to not use it. It's a waste of time when you could just be writing. Make it a zero draft. And then you go back and fill things in that need to be filled in. Sounds like everybody did really great tonight. And I will see you, what is the Tuesday? So I have Thursday as my next stream. And I don't know what I'm doing Wednesday. And I don't know what Charlie's doing Friday because that's part of the Worldwide Write-a-thon. So most of the people are going to be going to that. So whether they'll have a stream, I don't know. You're welcome, Gibberish. I'll see you on Thursday. Have a great night, everybody. Thanks for coming. I'll see you all later. Bye.